Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so usually in the political arena, we're engaging with ideas and arguments. You know, the left will say something and then we gotta delve into the validity, try to come back with the facts or a better argument. But these days it just feels wholly unnecessary. I don't really have to work too hard. I feel like I just gotta sit here, point the finger, and laugh. What is going on the left right now? I mean, what is going on? It's just getting pathetic at this point. They're so desperately trying to get in Donald Trump's way. They're trying so desperately to stop Donald Trump. And you know, it's at a point where they've just truly run out of things. They've thrown everything at him already. The fake crimes, the bogus impeachments, the hoaxes and fake scandals. Nothing has worked. Donald Trump just continues to steamroll ahead. Frankly, he's steamrolling the establishment. And now with every single one of their attacks failing, they're resorting to the most pathetically laughable scandals imaginable. You know, there's been a theme in a lot of my videos these days, covering the desperation and just the pathetic angle that these Democrats are running with. Well, I guess it continues. Let's just continue to sit back and point the finger. And today enters Chris Mowry, that's Harry Sisson's little friend, the latest technology and Gen Z influencers that the Democrats have pushed out here, another pathetic regime shill. Well, supposedly he stumbled upon a bombshell. Oh, scary stuff. He's uncovered massive documents that expose the Trump regime and their hypocrisy. Yeah, you can probably sense the sarcasm in my voice. You're not going to believe what this big scoop is. How utterly pathetic. But before we get into any of it, this video is actually brought to you guys by a sponsor, so let's play that clip. This video is brought to you guys by Raycon. It's a busy world these days, folks. We're working, we're always on the go. I gotta stay locked into the news, and that means I need a solid pair of earbuds that can keep me connected to everything that's going on, whether it's news sources and pretty much every other source of content. I simply cannot live without wireless earbuds, or more specifically, I cannot live without my Raycon everyday earbuds. They're absolutely the best. I've been using them for almost 5 years at this point. These bad boys are lightweight, super comfortable, and most importantly, they pack a punch when it comes to sound quality. And of course, not to mention no compromises when it comes to all the features. Active noise cancellation, 32 hours of battery life, touch commands, you name it, they got it. The best part is, all the bells and whistles at pretty much half the cost of other premium brands. No compromises, better performance, all while saving a buck. I'm telling you guys, they're absolutely awesome. I use them, my wife uses them, and even some of my other family members have joined the Raycon family. And of course, here's the pitch. If you guys want to join the Raycon family, well then boy do I have an exclusive offer for you. Simply click the link down below in the description or the pinned comment, or go to buyraycon.com/hivemind, and you can take advantage of this exclusive offer for up to 20% off site-wide. If you guys are in the market for wireless earbuds, then again, click the link down below in the description and grab yours today. A huge thank you to Raycon. Now back to the video. Alright folks, so take a look at this. Chris Mowry stumbled upon some serious stuff here. Real serial stuff. The Trump administration officially ended remote work today, forcing civil servants back to the office. He claims that remote work is unfair to people who are working hard at job sites. However, I received these images from an anonymous source showing internal EPA directories listing Lee Zeldin, Cole Killian, and other high-level staffers still allowed to work remotely. He then posts these 4 screenshots, and yeah, the Blue Anon shills are really celebrating this one. Harry Sisson immediately jumps in. They're total hypocrites. Oh man, they got us. I mean, wow, what a big scoop. It's the scandal of the century. The Trump administration has been totally and utterly exposed. Really? This is the scoop, that a handful of senior Trump administration officials are still working remotely. I mean, call the Hague, lock up Trump, shut it all down. Our democracy is at risk. Are you freaking kidding me? What kind of clown show behavior is this? The Democrats are now trying to stir outrage because a couple senior level staffers have the ability to work from home from multiple locations. It's just so pathetic. There's nothing to see here. This is a nothing burger. In fact, I'd argue it's completely normal for executive leadership. This is how every single major organization operates, even before the concept of remote work. I mean, what's he implying, that senior officials should be sitting in their cubicles all day? No, they're managing, overseeing, and working from wherever they need to be. But obviously, these 19-year-old kids who have never worked before don't seem to understand that. All you gotta do is work one corporate job and you'll probably quickly realize that the CEO or the top executives aren't in the office every day. It's perfectly normal. You know, you may think it's unfair, but not everybody is held to the same standard. Your low-level staffer is probably going to be required to be there 40 hours a week, but the big bosses aren't held to that same standard. because they've got really important things to do and meetings and people to meet. Meanwhile, your regular staffer who's just working a regular job is probably just providing a regular service. And also, I'd say another element is here that, generally low-level staffers a lot of the times need supervision. Can't exactly trust them to be doing their job all the time when they're sent home, working from home with all kinds of different distractions. It's not really the same thing. Executives are held to a different standard, and they can't slack off, and they're generally extremely busy, working 80-plus hour weeks. It's just not the same thing. We're comparing apples to oranges. This is what they've got. This is the big scandal that's going to expose the Trump administration and their horrible, totally unfair policies. Give me a freaking break. Wow, great scandal. 10 top-level staffers have the ability to work from home if they want to. Who cares? What a mistake it was for the Democrats to hand over their messaging to a bunch of 12-year-old kids. It's so stupid, and yes, I know they're not 12. They're adults, okay? They're 20 years old. But come on, what a mistake. Although, to be honest, it's not like the adults of the Democrat Party are doing any better. We've got this work from home massive hypocrisy scandal. And then, of course, the next issue that Democrats won't frickin' shut up about, the cost of eggs. Oh, the price of eggs. Oh, I'm so tired of this, honestly. And leading the charge there is none other than Elizabeth Warren.
Prices are going up. Price of eggs, $3.65 last November. The latest I've seen is $4.25. His failure to even try to move in the direction of lowering costs is a betrayal of the American people.
She just keeps going on about the cost of eggs and the cost of groceries. She did the same thing during the Super Bowl.
Here's a reminder that Donald Trump has done pretty much nothing to lower your grocery costs. Remember, during Donald Trump's campaign, he repeatedly promised to lower food prices immediately. He said on day one. But here we are, way past day one, and the cost of groceries has only gone up. Chicken wings cost over 7% more than they did a year ago. Egg prices have risen 60%. From $2.51 a dozen to over $4 a dozen.
I mean, do I really need to talk about the price of eggs again? Do we really need to debunk this ridiculous, pathetic talking point again? I don't think so. And honestly, I think it's a waste of time to dive in the mud with them on some of these issues, trying to debunk their talking points, because that's not where the focus should be. I think actually, that's probably part of their intention. They're really just trying to distract. That's what I think the strategy is. They're just saying the darnest things to distract from all the good that's happening. I guess they want you focused on all these stupid fake scandals instead of paying attention to all the things that Donald Trump is doing. And I don't blame him, because Trump is not just doing a couple things. I mean, it's nonstop. Even Caitlin Collins the other day showed up on one of those cringe late-night New York talk shows. She's basically saying that the press can't even keep up with Donald Trump. He's doing so much. So much for their narrative of Donald Trump never works and just plays golf, and so much for their pathetic narrative during the Joe Biden days, where supposedly Joe Biden was working so hard for the American people, yet apparently he wasn't even doing anything, as White House press was basically on vacation during the 4 years that he was in office. But yeah, getting back to the point is Trump's doing a whole lot of things, and that's what they want to distract from.
Welcome to the MAGA Minute. It's been a huge week here at the White House, and let's go over the wins President Trump delivered on behalf of you, the American people. On immigration, illegal migrant encounters between the ports of entry are down nearly 87%. On the economy, President Trump laid out a plan to establish a sovereign wealth fund to better invest the more than $5 trillion in assets held by the United States. He also proposed tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico and China, and those tariffs were swiftly paused after our allies agreed to step up and address these issues. We are streamlining USAID into the State Department. President Trump signed a historic executive order to ban men in women's sport. Lastly, President Trump is already making our military strong again. Army recruitment in the month of December, with the anticipation of President Trump's return to the Oval Office, hit a 15-year high. We'll see you for next week's MAGA Minute.
Yeah, that, and as we know, a whole lot more is what they're clearly trying to distract from. And while, the effort is commendable, I'm just not so convinced. I'm not so sure it's gonna work. Not sure constantly whining about egg prices or some random insignificant work-from-home scandal is gonna be enough to distract from the clear plethora of accomplishments that this administration has already achieved. How pathetic. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.